I have a special message for you from the internal team at Legal Select. This subject is part of our core strategy for success here. It's about the law of large numbers and what it is. My name is Andrew. I work for Emma. You will meet her soon enough. The law of large numbers is a principle from probability theory that states that the more trials you perform, the closer the results will get to the expected average outcome. Applied to business, especially legal recruiting, this law can serve as a definitive strategy for success, grounded in persistence and consistent action. How it applies to legal recruiting. In legal recruiting, the process of placing attorneys can lead to significant commissions, but not every candidate will lead to a successful placement. By applying the law of large numbers, you can understand that while individual efforts may not always yield results, persistence across a large enough number of candidates will eventually lead to success. The key insight is, if you keep connecting with enough attorneys, law firms, and opportunities, the odds of making a placement increase over time. In other words, as long as you continue the process of recruiting, your chances of success increase proportionally to the number of attempts you make. Why this works? Unpredictability in short-term results. In the short term, recruiting can be hit or miss. Some attorneys may not be ready to make a move, or law firms may have specific needs that are hard to meet at the moment. This is where the law of large numbers is powerful. It eliminates the emotional impact of short-term failures by focusing on long-term averages. Consistent action produces opportunities. The more candidates you contact, the more firms you engage with, and the more positions you target, the more likely you are to find matches. If 1 out of every 50 attorneys leads to a successful placement, then reaching out to 200 attorneys might reasonably result in 4 placements. Over time, the success rate stabilizes. Market dynamics favor persistence. Legal recruiting is highly competitive and cyclical. Attorneys may not be ready for a move today, but they could be open to a conversation a few months from now. Staying in the game long enough allows you to catch these waves when they happen. The winning formula in legal recruiting. Volume of outreach. Make it a habit to reach out to a high number of attorneys and firms regularly. The more leads you generate, the higher your likelihood of landing a placement. Consistency and persistence. Recognize that success is a numbers game. You might go through many contacts without results, but each attempt brings you closer to the next commission. Tracking your numbers. Understanding the average number of attempts it takes to land a placement helps you set realistic goals. If it takes 100 emails or calls to land a placement, you know that sending 1,000 increases your chances tenfold. Conclusion. Keep going, and you will win. In legal recruiting, the law of large numbers assures that as long as you continue, your efforts will eventually yield success. The market is vast, and persistence compounds your chances. While not every outreach will lead to immediate rewards, each action is a step toward more placements and more commissions. The formula is simple. Stay consistent, play the long game, and let the law of large numbers work in your favor.